You know, you can't see it, but right there on the floor, there is a gigantic, I mean, absolutely gigantic monster magnet that's staring at me in an evil manner. It's about that big and about that thick. The awful thing is I like to experiment over top of that thing, but the actual huge divergent magnetic field actually affects the cryptochromes. Yes, that's actual real word. You can look it up. Cryptochromes, and it keeps you awake like you've been like freebasing coffee. Uh, it's yeah, that's an interesting factoid. When I first started experimenting over top of that monster magnet, I was like, damn, every time it's like, why am I awake? It'll just keep you awake, like you're lit. Yeah? So, I try not to get my head over top of that one. Anyway, I feel like phew, man, been doing nothing lately but eating salads and drinking water. I feel so run down. I need to like take a day off every once in a rare while, but I feel so amped, and all the time my phone or my iPad are buzzing all night long with messages, and sometimes I forget to turn them off when I go to bed at night. But I kind of like leading a simple life and being an unpretentious information portal on stuff about cameras and field theory and metaphysics and monistic platonic ontology. Man, what a weird combination. There's this guy on YouTube. He's covered in tattoos. He's bald. He's wearing a robe that he sewed himself made out of hemp, and he writes books on field theory. He translates ancient Greek and Pali, and he's a big camera fan. This is about as strange as it gets. I think that's pretty strange. Not strange in a bad way, you know? The only thing that actually upsets me is every time I go on a live stream, everybody is always asking me about have I am I smoking ganja? Or I think the tattoos confuse them. Actually, that's the only thing that actually ever pisses me off, because I think I've said like 1,000 million times, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. Anyway, I kind of like leading a simple life. However, it's really complicated, is that I'm always crushing my brain thinking about really complex things all the time, or I'm translating. I usually hit the sack about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning every night, and that's 7 days a week. I need to take a day off. Obviously, I'm not killing myself, busting rocks with a hammer or digging ditches out in the street like Nikola Tesla had to do there for a while. Some labor like that would actually be very good for me health-wise. But also, too, after, and by the way, right now I've got basically 6,000 videos up, which seems absolutely unbelievable. 6,000 videos. Literally, 6,000 videos. After all this time, I don't, I never told anybody to click the like or subscribe button, and I don't like bemoan, excessive amounts of upvotes or downvotes. The only thing I have to do is remain true to myself and not sell anything, not try to blow smoke up people's skirts, as it were. What was amazing when I was up in New York City at Photo Plus is that people are so supportive. I mean, I didn't actually get to see the show because I couldn't walk 5 feet without someone stopping me. And everybody was just so nice and kind. I was just hugging people left and right, and man, everybody wanted to, take me out to lunch or dinner. Even though I'm fat, I don't actually eat that much, so I can't, just don't get enough exercise. But it was just a lot of, really, really friendly people. Like, oh man, most of it was the same stuff. It was people saying, like 99% of it was actually people saying, well, man, you're so helpful, I saved money, and I got the lens that I need. When I emailed you, you helped me out, and you didn't think you'd do that, and I actually like that. The truth is that on these videos, since like 99.9% of you never met me, and I will admit it, my voice sucks, my face sucks, I come off as a bit of a smug, arrogant prick. Let's face it, I know it, you know it, yeah, we both know it. It's just because I'm not pretentious, I've seen, well, I'm not going to cuss, so I've just seen too much crap. I just have a low tolerance for bull crap. I just, I don't have an agenda. I'm not plotting and scheming. I'm not. I don't have time for that crap. And also too, I guess it's just not my personality. I can't make videos like this. I'm going to pretend to be like every other YouTuber. Hi, how are you doing? Make sure to smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I can't pull that crap off. It's never going to happen. I'm interested in wisdom and knowledge and understanding and being helpful. But I just can't pull off that pretentious crap, you know? I'm not a butt kisser, and it ain't never going to happen. To be honest with you, I've been an outcast basically 100% of my life. I'd hang out in the library. Here's a fact I've never told anybody. I hated high school, and college was a total bore. I didn't learn anything in college because the teachers were all idiots. I mean, they were all idiots, period. But I remember threatening, not physically threatening. I remember threatening my high school teacher, principal. Excuse me, the high school principal. I went into his office. I had a meeting with him. I said, "Listen," I said, "I don't have to go into lunch and deal with all these stupid people, just getting harassed by people." I said, "I'm just going to hang out in the library and study and eat my sandwich." And I said, that's what's going to happen." I actually, I gave an ultimatum to the principal, so he gave a thing to the librarian. So yeah, this guy, because he knew I didn't create drama or trouble in the school. Never got into any fights or any sort of crap like that. So um, I just don't operate on the frequency everybody else does. Everybody else is just, they're all interested in the same crap, but I'm really not. Other than death and taxes and suffering, and, that's really about all I have in common with most other people. And that's both good and bad. It's mostly bad. But, yeah, you know, I'm not, I guess I'm not a regular YouTuber. I'm not working an angle. And a lot of people get that because a lot of people see snarkiness and, oh, I hate that guy. But they know they could actually trust me for helpful advice on stuff. It's like, I've heard that a lot from a lot of people. I'm picking at my robe here, huh? I heard that from a lot of people. I don't like that guy, but I bought a lens off his recommendation. I'm so happy. I still don't like him. I think he's a putz. Oh, that's fine. I'm not running a popular, because I ain't never, I'm going to talk like a southerner now, okay? I ain't never going to win no popularity contest, girlfriend. It ain't never going to happen. I'm not even trying to. I can't even expend the energy to even want that. Why would I want to? That'd be like a blind man, trying to waste his energy on archery competitions. Like, you're blind. We know you want to be good at archery, but you're blind. Maybe you should do something else. Never going to try the popularity contest stuff. It's never going to happen. I don't care. Popular itself is it's not a good thing. The ancient Pali word for popular is also the same word for profane. That word is patujana. It sounds like you're spitting when you say it too, by the way, patujana. So here it's basically right at 6,000 videos. My message is the same message I've always had, Teach, inform, be helpful, communicate, elaborate, dissect, analyze, and, I'm a person that translates, do product photography and corporate stuff, basically for just businesses' websites. All the stuff that people want to do in photography doesn't pay. If people want to do it in photography, it basically doesn't pay. I keep telling people that, and most people don't listen. They want to take a course from Joe Blow on YouTube, and he's going to teach you how to take pictures of hot chicks. It's like, what, you mean the chick that you paid money to, to hang around you? Like, you're workshops are all evil. They really are. Well, 99% of them are. Everything is a scheme. Everybody's running an angle. That's because everybody has to struggle to pay the bills and make money. And I understand that. But that doesn't justify it, though. People jump on me for begging for donations, and I'm like, that doesn't piss me off so much as it irks me, because like, do you know how much time I spend doing this and answering emails and comments and phone calls? I mean, it literally sucks the life out of me. Not that I don't love being helpful, but it sucks it sucks 98% of every free second I've got, you know? It's like, I don't even sell anything or have any affiliate links, and yet they complain to me about, asking for a buck. You're begging for donations. Like what, as opposed to like doing crazy workshops and selling stuff? Anyway, I've mentioned that 100 times. But, yeah, I know how I come off, you know? But the people I trust the least, and you should too, because anybody with wisdom will come to that. You should not trust people that are, their first impulse as a stranger to you is, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, to kiss your butt. Those are the people that are not trustworthy. There's some people that are actually like that in real life, but there ain't many of them. They're like super friendly, but they don't have an agenda. There are not many people like that. There's a few of them on YouTube, and I've recommended them. Like one of them's the Big Head Taco guy. The other one's that Mark Smith guy, the guy that looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And then there's, what's his name with the beard? That's the Nikon shooter. I can't remember his name. Backcountry. He's the wildlife photographer. I forget everybody's name. He's the wildlife photographer, is big into Nikon. I've recommended those guys to people because those are real photographers and they're genuinely good guys, and I can spot those guys far away. I wished I met Big Head Taco when I was up in New York City, but he wasn't around. He's a Canadian. I think he's Chinese, or is he Korean? I think he's Chinese. Anyway, he's got that great YouTube channel. You should go subscribe to him. Check him out. Been doing a lot of gear reviews lately. A lot of people say, you've been talking about Fujifilm too much lately. It's like, well, Fujifilm has been doing a lot lately. I mean, as soon as I can get my hands on an XT4, I'll go over it, because a lot of people have been asking me questions about the camera, and I'm like, well, I don't have it yet. I don't have it for to analyze, to give you information on. I wished I did, but anyway. So that's who I am, Said the guy wearing, hey, I'm wearing a robe I made myself, I'm a bit of a, what do they call that, Renaissance guy, right? I'm a fat, bald, tattooed Renaissance guy. I listen to classical music and translate ancient languages. I'm really, really good at it, by the way. Classical music, ancient languages. I can make my own clothing. Not many guys can say that, right? Here we go. Write books, do translations. Huge into field theory and photography. And working on a couple books currently and a couple articles. But since nobody knows me, including none of you people don't realize how busy I am all the time. It's not like I just make these videos and the rest of the time I'm eating Oreos. God, I hate Oreos, by the way. Not like I'm making a few videos and eating Oreos the rest of the time or something, because that's not happening. My brain is always being crushed. I need to take like 1 or 2 days off a week. Or 1 or 2 days off every 2 weeks at least. Just about can't make ends meet, though. There's just so many bills I can't make ends meet. Sometimes I kind of wonder what it is I'm going to do, because it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. But I don't know what I'm going to do, because I can't make ends meet currently with the 3 jobs I currently have. And YouTube is about 70% of those 3 jobs, roughly right around there. But yeah, currently I can't make ends meet. It's basically impossible. People say, why you shouldn't be buying that expensive lens you bought last week? Well, I was anticipating buying that lens. But I also sold something so I could buy it. But also, too, I don't have any wife. My wife is dead, by the way. I don't have a wife. I don't have any kids. And I don't have a house payment. So, I mean, to me, like people that have like wife and kids and house payment, I don't know how they make ends meet. I mean, I work 7 days a week and I can't make ends meet. And it's not because of camera gear. I mean, I don't go anywhere. I never eat out. I've never taken a real vacation. I don't know how normal people do it. Maybe they go into debt. That must be it or something. I got plenty of debt myself, but can't afford to pay the bills either. I don't know how normal people do it. They got wife and kids, and hell, I can't even afford my own health insurance anymore. I don't even have health insurance. I still can't make ends meet. I like to lead a simple life, though, you know? I don't believe in this work yourself to death until you die shit, because that stuff ain't happening, you know? It's just people that my wife did that too. Before I met her, she was working 3 jobs. She literally, part of the reason my wife died, she died from a huge tumor, cancer tumor. Part of the reason my wife died is because she worked her crap to death. I mean, literally worked herself to death. Sad. I mean, that's not what life is about. Life is not, whoops, sorry, I'm so sorry I dropped the mic. Life is not about working yourself to death so you could buy more crap that you don't need. Like, here's another piece of crap, I gotta buy this piece of crap next week. Like, you're just working yourself to death for nothing. That's not what life is about. No, it is not. Definitely. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm thinking out loud now. This is the time you end the video. Okay. Okay. I heard you. I heard you. Thanks. I told you not to watch this video, damn it. So if you're going to complain, don't forget I told you not to watch it. Okay? Bye.